Fresno State cornerback. You know what it is. Well, knowing that Trey's gonna be on the other side of the field, I realized and I recognized it, but I don't pay any attention to it. No pressure, no pressure. I do want to show him what I learned, you know, over the 4 years I've been here, but it's definitely no extra added pressure. I know my first time actually like connecting with Doc was I believe after Arcadia, my first time getting hurt, and he was around. He helped Elle a couple of times during football, so I knew he was around. I knew of him, but I didn't really know him personally. I didn't have like a big connection with him until I got hurt, and that's when me and Doc's relationship really grew. It was more than just a doctor-patient connection. He was a big help. He was a motivator, encourager for me when I got my injury, man. He was like, look, I can get you back. He said, trust me. I said, all right, man, I'm gonna trust you, you know? And from there on out, man, we became like brothers. On the road to success, on the road to coming back, man, Doc was just very encouraging, spiritually, mentally, man. He kept my mind strong, he kept my heart strong. He always dropped knowledge on me, man, and it was a big part of my success, and it still is today.
My name is Alice Green, and I am proud mother of Ellis Anderson and Isaiah Green. When I think of Doc Dossman, I think of life. Doc is full of life. He's full of laughter. He's full of shit. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Doc is, and I kind of, when I look at Doc, I know Doc and I used to talk about some things about Oprah. And Oprah's huge, right? And Oprah gets a hold of information and shares it, you know, with the world. And I think on Doc's level with Long Beach, he gets information and shares it with his community right there, and that's Long Beach. He took care of us at school, the city, and everywhere I go, everybody knows Dossman. I mean, not just at Long Beach Poly. Anywhere I went, and I worked with a lot of teenagers in my field, and they knew Dossman. Oh, I know him, and they had high respect for him. So I love that guy in that he just doesn't achieve and accomplish, he gives back and he shares. And that's why I say, when I think of Doc, I think of life, because he gives life. He gives life to many.
I'm in Oregon, and I literally was on a fast break about to go for this dunk. I went up for it and I tore my ACL. Immediately flew me home. I saw Doc right after I got off the plane. My mom was like, we're going straight to Doc. I was like, all right, you know, and I think 2 days later I was off the crutches. The doctor who did my surgery was so impressed with just how well my knee was responding to everything and how strong I was. So he let me out of the brace, so I played my whole senior year without the brace, and it just felt good. And Doc and I was connecting this whole time as I'm rehabbing, because rehab is 6 to 12 months, and it's a long time. So me and him, we just really connected on different levels outside of sports, you know, spiritual level, on life, and just we're building a relationship, and it carried on to me being in college. Somebody that doesn't know Doc, I would say you're gonna meet this big, black, light-skinned, bald-headed man. You know, that would be my first thing, and then they'd probably be like, oh, okay. And then I'm gonna say that, you know, you're gonna see him and he's gonna be very passionate. You know, they're like, oh, okay. I'm gonna say he's gonna be very energetic. You know, he's gonna wanna get to know you without you even knowing that he's getting to know you. They're like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? You know, he has his ways of getting to people. So I would just describe him as this passionate guy who loves what he does, and you see it throughout the way he works, or the way he talks, or just the way he interacts with people, you know what I'm saying? So I would just tell him to just keep an open mind, you know, because he's an amazing person. So whatever he throws at you, just be ready for it.
You have a different outlook on the world when something bad happens and somebody reaches out to you in a way that it's unconditional. It's not like I want anything from you or I want anything back. I do this because this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I do it for the good. And that's what I saw in Doc. I've been around a lot of people, because Ellis and Isaiah, you know, really at that time considered elite athletes, that somebody wanted something back. They wanted to get close and, you know, get on that bandwagon. I found that Doc was different. Doc was comfortable in himself and what he was doing. And so he was serving. He was literally serving Isaiah and serving our family. And that was a blessing to me, being a single mom who knew nothing about bones, muscles, running track. You know, I knew nothing, and he just filled a huge gap. He was a godsend. He's still a godsend for us. And by the way, Isaiah did rehab and go on to compete in Africa for the IAF championship, and he won a gold medal.
Growing up in Long Beach, I grew up off of 10th and Gaviota, and then we moved over to Euclid right by Jefferson Middle School, and then I moved to the north side by Jordan. You know, so I've been all throughout Long Beach. But growing up in Long Beach is so diverse. You meet so many different people. Like, and going to Poly Long Beach is so diverse. You meet so many different people. Like, growing up there, having an ethnic background, interacting with different cultures, different people, different type of athletes. I love Long Beach. You know, I rep that city to the day I die. 5'6"